Hello, my cutie patooties, and welcome the frick back in. We are here live with my Twitch. Twitch, do you want to say hello to the YouTube gang? We are going to be listening to Mark Tremonti. This is a song called My Way. It is a Frank Sinatra cover, and something that is really, really freaking cool is that Mark Tremonti actually did a... Here, let me get it word for word. He did a record, he recorded an album of him singing Frank Sinatra songs. All of the proceeds went to charity for Down syndrome, and he managed to get the go-ahead from Sinatra's next of kin and even former members of the band. He got in on it, which I think is absolutely so freaking sweet and such a wonderful cause. So I just wanted to shout that out. So if you want to go check out this video for yourself, I would highly recommend it. Before we jump into this, I will ask my cutie patooties, are you ready? Oui, oui? Oui, oui. Let's go.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way.
Okay, one thing I want to say is that we all know that Mark Tremonti has an absolutely gorgeous voice. But the way that he's doing it in this one too really lends to sounding like Frank Sinatra himself. Like he's enunciating a lot, and he's also adding a lot of that vibrato that's very like, he's adding that, it's almost like those kind of lower toned like my, where you kind of drop a little bit. He's adding like a lot of that, which was very like Frank Sinatra-ish, into this, and it's so pretty. It's gorgeous, and it's also really cool to see Mark Tremonti in this way, especially in a song that is definitely more. It's not, well, I would say it's more, well, it's more old school. I mean, Frank Sinatra was, obviously he was pretty big in, I think it's the 50s, 60s, 40s, 50s, 60s era-ish, around there. I'll just give a 30-year gap to kind of cover that. But it's really cool to see him sing something from that era versus obviously a lot of the stuff that he does today is a lot more, you know, rock metal sounding, and his vocals for that are obviously very different. But what he's doing here is freaking gorgeous. He sounds stunning. It's also just really cool to see, you know, I don't really know the band members of Frank Sinatra, but I think just obviously seeing the people playing the guitar and playing the piano and stuff like that, obviously some of these people are people who worked with Frank Sinatra back in the day, and just absolutely beautiful to see that they are also in on this.
Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course,
Oh, look at all the different
each
songs.
careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried.
You know, I've forgotten.
I've had my fill, my share of losing.
How beautiful
And now,
this song is.
as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way.
Okay, wait. Oh, okay. We're not. It's still like a. It's okay. Anyway, it's still there's still like a minute left. Again, the way that he's singing is very. I mean, I know that he's doing a cover of Frank Sinatra, but I mean, you could do a cover and still do it, you know, in your voice. But he's definitely kind of catering to that Frank Sinatra style and sound, and it suits him. It sounds great on him. I'm like, he's doing a phenomenal job. It's freaking gorgeous. And honestly, I forgot how like melancholic but inspiring this song is. Like, he kind of talks, and now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full and traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do, and I saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and much more than this, I did it my way. And just like, there were times, I'm sure you knew, like talking to the audience and the viewers and the listeners, that I bit off more than I could chew, but through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall and did it my way. So kind of, you know, talking about the trials that he went through, but honestly, all people go through in life. We make mistakes. Things aren't perfect. We have times of strife and grief, and it's a roller coaster. Life is a roller coaster, and I just really love how open he is about his experience, especially as a person who is a public figure, is in the spotlight, who is very well known and that a lot of people look up to. I think it's really beautiful to have a song where you are like, you know what, I have regrets. you know, and I've done things where, you know, I did too much and it all crumbled and fell apart, or I failed, but I got back up, and I did my life and I did it my way, you know, like this is one way to do life, and the way for you to do life is to do it your way. I think it's just really, really, really beautiful. And even when he gets to the end there, for what is a man, what has he got? If not himself, then he is not. Like at the end of the day, we are our own companion, you know, like I guess the way to put it is we're the main character in our own life. And that is the way it'll always be. Because you live in this body and you will live in it until you are no longer here. And you gotta be nice to yourself, and you gotta, you know, work on yourself, and, you know, pay attention to your emotions and work through them, and don't ignore yourself, don't ignore your body. Because it's like, again, like he said, I'm like, what is a man? What has he got if not himself? It's such a great song. It's such a great song. Let's finish this up.
And did it my way.
Oh, he even did it live. Oh, that's sick. So that there is Tremonti's daughter, who has Down syndrome, and that inspired him to record this album and send all the charity, or send all the proceeds to charity.
Yes, it was my.
She's so freaking cute. Aww.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That's lovely. That's freaking lovely. The person that recommended this video put out a kind of summary about, you know, how this all came about for Tremonti. And there's a picture of his daughter, and she's, I'm like, we obviously saw her here, but I think maybe she was a little bit older in this photo. I'm not 100% sure. Either way, she's a cute freaking baby. And I think it's absolutely lovely that this inspired him to do this, and to donate to charity, to help, you know, create awareness and understanding of this. And it's such a beautiful, like, album to choose to. And this song particularly, I kind of like forgot. I'm like, I knew this song, but I was like listening to it back again after a really long time. I was like, damn, and this song hits. Absolutely beautiful. And his voice was, he did beautifully for this. He did great. And I mean, his voice is gorgeous regardless, but this Frank Sinatra sound from him sounded really, really nice as well. So thank you very much for recommending this. I hope that you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. And again, I just want to say down in the description below is the link to this song, which will probably link you to the album. And I would highly recommend going over and listening to some of that, because all that supports it. So thank you very much. I'll check you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.